This is the first video to section 7.1, where we'll be discussing the central limit theorem. Below, consider example 1, where a group of researchers are trying to determine the mean age of students at a certain campus by selecting a random sample of students. Define the random variable, and that would be the age of a student at the community college. Letter B. If the age of students at the college is normally distributed with an average of 25 years and a standard deviation of 2 years, then let's go ahead and write down the symbols for this normal distribution. We're told this is normally distributed with a mean of 25 and a standard deviation of 2. Let's say we have 5 researchers, but each of these researchers independently sample 30 students. So this means we are going to have 5 different samples. We can calculate a mean from the first researcher, a mean from the second researcher, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So notice each of these researchers are collecting their own samples and coming up with their own means. These sample means can be considered another random variable. And in this case, the sample means are the mean age of a sample of 30 students at the community college. Now, the distribution of this random variable is called the sampling distribution of the mean. In letter C, we're asked to find the sampling distribution of the mean. And how does it compare to the mean of X? To find our sample mean, notice the new notation I'm using here. We will add up all the means from each researcher and find the mean of that. And we'll get a mean of 25.3. In this case, this is the mean of all of our separate samples. That's different from the mean given up here for each of the individual researchers. The means up here represent just one sample, where this mean represents all 5 of these means. Notice that this mean is very close to our means above. And that's the end of the first video to section 7.1.